Well, welcome. It is good to be with the possibility of returning to worship. I'm outside, so my mask is going to come off, and I'll leave it off for this video to help us through it. But as you see, we're still blocked off from entering the sanctuary through the front steps, and we're going to be having everyone come in through the office lobby. And so let's walk on in. And as you come in, we're again checking people in so we have that record, and if we have to do any of the contact tracing. So there'll be an usher here at the stand, and they will check you in as you come in. If you've brought a guest, we certainly invite you to do that. They've got a possibility and a place to register their contact information over here at the other place as we come in. One of the challenges we had last time as we were in-person worship was that the lobby area got quite crowded a little bit, and so we're going to ask you to think about and move through the lobby as quickly as you can as you go up into worship. So we're leaving the space so that people can be comfortable coming in and have the space that makes them comfortable too. This is what we do for each other. So going on up into the church. Again, as we come into the sanctuary, there will be a spot here where if you have a prayer concern, prayer request that you would like to include in the worship, there's a chance for you to write out the information there and then give it to the usher, who will probably be standing behind me here near at the pulpit. We have the communion envelopes for you to pick up. One thing we're doing differently this time is there are only going to be packets for 1, 2, or 3. If you have a larger group, grab a couple packets and you will be all set with that. And here's the collection plate so that as you're heading to your seat, you'll be able to put your offering right in here. We won't be passing the collection plates during the worship, just as we did not do it before. So another change that we have made for coming back to worship this time is we've expanded the way in areas people can sit. And so we've got groups of 6, or there's a possibility of a group of 6 sitting up here, for example. We've got some 1s or 2s behind it, and a spot back at the back of this rows for 4. And we've tried to color code the signs so that people will have a quick indication of where they might want to sit. And that brings up that we had talked about family units before. This time we're going to be talking about having people sit in pods. So if there's a group of people that you regularly socialize with, if there's people that you work with, and that you're comfortable with the way they are doing things, you are welcome and invited to sit together in worship. And so we hope that that will bring more people together. So with that in mind, one of the things we've done for the center section of pews is made the possibility of there being 1 to 3 people in those pews as we've marked them there. And again, at the back, we've got this possibility for a larger group of 6 or so. On those pews on the far side, we've got groups of 6 possible up front, and then behind that, some 1s or 2s in those. We have a tape marked on the pew, and this is sort of where we'd like you to sit right in front of the tape, so that you've got your spacing, particularly for the aisle, is what we are concerned about here. And it's the possibility for people, again, to move freely and comfortably in worship. And most of worship will be the same as it was last time and as it had been in the past. We are going to have some congregational responses and some congregational units and readings during the service as we do the prayers or the responsorial psalm. We are not yet going to be singing congregationally. That still is an activity that carries a higher risk, and we're going to wait until things are further along and the pandemic is more depleted, more gone from us, so that we can be comfortable with that. And so the other area where we want to concentrate on this time and try to make people more comfortable is how we exit. So I'm going to ask the pews in the front of the church to leave first. Those behind can get up when they've had enough space to have that. We called it social distancing before. I'd use the term physical distancing. I have a colleague that's used the term caring distancing. So when they have that caring distancing with the group in front of you, I invite you to then go out and leave the church, again, through the office lobby. And there too, if you want to have a conversation with anyone at that time, we'd really invite you to go outside and have the conversation there. It's safer for everyone, and it's not as congested then in the office lobby. We are really looking forward to being back in worship together. I want to see some faces during worship, and so we are looking forward with all hope that this weekend can happen and that we can go forward by being a people caring for each other and doing those things that are necessary for all of us to be safe. God bless you. Look to see you in worship this weekend if you're comfortable, and then you know that our service is still going to be online, live streamed at 9:30 on Sunday morning, or we are going to still have a recording of it available for you to view it at other times, as I know a number of people do. So blessings. We look forward to seeing you.